We're back. Okay. Took a couple seconds longer than I expected, but like I said, we're back. And it should be much quicker now. So when I speak, or I hold my finger up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Don't. There you go. 5 seconds. That's perfect. That's fine. It was much better. It was over 10 before. That happens after a while. They do that. So let's see. What do we got? Dex still at the movies handing out popcorn. And let's see. He's just thinking. He's still watching, thinking. I guess you like that one graph better, so you want me to stick with one stock like J Trade does. I tried to handle more because not everybody's using the SPY. A lot of new people here don't use the SPY. They let's see where we're going. Here we go. They actually do multiple stocks at one time when they like to do SPX as I do because SPX pays that much more. But I guess if you want to do it that way, go do that. Let's take Deck out of here. Too many in here. What's this? Oh yeah, vocabulary and Yahoo Finance. What do we got in here? What stock was this? I'm looking. VVOS still down $15. And we got SMFL. It's 242. It's up. Then we got this one's coming back down. AGRI. Just something to keep an eye on from time to time. It's an inexpensive stock that can make you money. MINM still up 585. Then we're up. Tesla's down $3. SPY's down 47 cents. Nvidia is down 13. The only thing I don't have up here, I'm going to take this out. I don't need to watch SPX really because it's not that important. I can go back and forth. I want to take a quick look at Netflix. And Netflix is at 473. It's down $3.65. So it's just a little bit higher stock. It's like, do I play Netflix or Nvidia? I don't know. I think that Nvidia is a great stock. I really do. I believe in the company. So Netflix is a company I don't believe in. I mean, not that I don't believe in videos and movies and stuff like that. I just think that Nvidia, it's not even on the same scale as far as a company. And I don't know if that's my opinion or really it's a fact. I mean, if you think about what Nvidia does, how long they've been around, and what they do, we all have a need. I look at my computer right now; it says Intel and Nvidia GeForce. So I look at the video card in most of the computers out there in this world, and they're either one or the other. So they're either AMG, I don't know what they are, Nvidia, whatever they are. Um, let's see. So what do we got? This card's out there today with some fantastic stuff that are just new companies too. I don't know what they are. Gamers would know that stuff. They make it a point to know that stuff. All right. So where are we now? We're still here in a channel. Let's say we hit a top here at about what? See, if you don't put this back, boom, boom, you won't see it right there. So 241.45 gives us 239. I have a 240.20. Oh, that's right. 239 is 239. That's not right anyway. 241, 240. It should be 240.20. It is correct. That is correct. Here, we got a little bit higher. We got up to about what we got here? We got a double top right there at 468. Let's just bring it up to 75. Say from 55 to 75. And that's going to bring us down to 466 and 75. So that's going to bring that one on the bottom up, which is good. And for right now, we can still hold on to this here. Of course, we're not going to see that lower target right now on any of these at the moment, but we have them in there. And we don't have any top targets because we're below the VWAP on all of them at this point. All right. Anybody watching any other stocks at this point? I wish it would put them on the board. I will take a look at them. Whether they're day trading stocks and they're not options, that's fine. We do everything here. Okay. So even though my caption says options, I teach options. I teach day trading too. I was a day trader before I was an options trader. So actually, I did options back in the 80s. I took the test to become an options broker. And I was watching all the brokers in there becoming even broker because they were following their own BS on leverage deals that just never worked out for these guys. Well, you got to understand that right now silver's at $6.16, and it's never been lower, so it can't do anything else but get higher. Dropped down to 580. Those were bad days for silver, I'll tell you. And the brokers were buying into their own hype and buying these 3-to-1 leverage deals out of Canada. I was so good on the phones, but not back then. I was learning to become the person I am today, and I was watching people who were so good on the phones, and I became that person. Now I'm not just a salesperson phone, I'm a closer, and there's a difference between that. I'm the guy, you can't close the deal, you bring it to me, let's see what we can do. So, and that's all it is a matter of what I know and you know, but adding all that confidence into there that you can do it. That's all it is. It's confidence, and you go all do it. I'm looking at an opportunity right now that I want to do, as long as I know the guy's legit, taking people out of timeshares. And I want to be able to go in there for 2 weeks and do it and learn their spiel, and then take it home and do it out of the house for him. Because you can make about another 150,000 a year, and I think I can do it in about 4 hours a day in between doing this. Because I don't want to stop doing this. I got a lot going on, but I'm not getting any younger. I need to get outside and see the sun and start walking again. I stopped walking. I haven't walked in a month. Whose fault is that? It's yours. You keep me here tied up every morning. It's not my fault. And I can sit here and talk to you all day long, like I won't mention any names, about these stocks that aren't doing anything right now, and play a game with you and make you think I'm so great by telling you what they are or aren't going to do, or tell you what I guessed I thought it was going to do. But I don't want to do that. I can only go by what I see is happening at that time, and then tell you direction and why. And most of the time, I'm right. I'm right because methodically, the way I'm breaking it down, putting it into channels, and showing my support resistance, I've always learned from Deck that the most important things was support and resistance. If you know the support and resistance. Now, am I 100% on? No, but you don't have to be. You have to have a general idea of your support resistance to know where it's going to take you. So right now you want someone just to trade for you so you can follow them. That's not me. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you why and where we're going. Let's see if I listen to my buddy here. What he's saying.
Does the market actually turn instead of just sitting there? And I looked around those time frames. I see 115, 120, 130, and they reverse. They do like something different. They either go up or they go down.
But why? But why? He doesn't know why. Did you hear that? I'm saying, but why? But why? And he doesn't know why. And that's the problem. You need to know why. Otherwise, you're guessing. Okay? So that's why all day long, what am I doing? Looking for top stories, looking at consumer reports, discretionary stocks, whale as alerts in today's season, puts them up. Look what's happening. All right? Look at the time. Look at the movement. And right now, you have to realize when there's nothing to stipulate why, then there's only one reason why, and that's stock market manipulation. Now, you can make money on stock market manipulation if you learn to think outside of the box. You will never hear Jay talk about that. You will never hear AK-47 talk about that. You will never hear Deck talk about stock market manipulation. I don't understand why, when it's such a great part and a big part of the largest cap stocks going on in the markets today. And you could go right into here, and you go right into the beginning and see, boom, right here, what do we got? 946, and we start to jump, okay? Came all the way down and jumped, 946. And then you go in here and you look and go, 946, let's see. Here we go, 945, Chicago PMI for November. Not 55.8 versus 45. So it went up, okay? 44 prior. So I guess that's a good thing, right? So the market goes up. And then start short selling route. 92% of ETF shorts were unprofitable in the last month. That's not what we want to hear. So 948. We're still going up. We're still going up from the news up until when? 954. Now, usually we have a 10 o'clock hit. 10 o'clock, you usually have a spurt up. What happened here? 10 o'clock, down. So where did it start happening? 959. Right where we wait to hear. And what do we got? USA pending home sales. 1.5% versus 2% estimate. That's 1%. That's bad news. Okay. So that's telling us that the home sales are coming down. And that's a big time down. All right. That's a lot. And then it talks about home index 71.4 versus 72.5 prior. Again, and there's your bad news. So instead of having that spike up at 10 o'clock, that's why we have the spike down. But you go ask him why. Why? See, bring them back to 10 o'clock and say, listen, at this right here, if you look here on the chart here, why did this usually at 10 o'clock we have a spike up? Why did we get such a spike down? And see what he's got to say. You don't know why. And that's not stock market manipulation. That's actual news facts that it hit us. And that's why I'm telling you, you got to watch your level 2. This, I need to see my prices up and down. But here, the news, the best thing that we can get is the news as quick as it comes out. Okay, that's why people pay for special news, and they're getting alerts all day. We should have one computer that's coming down the line that's giving us alerts all day long. One monitor or one section on a monitor that's putting our alerts out all day long. Okay, and you need to utilize that. If you're not utilizing the news, okay, what did we always say? Okay, what do we always say? Anybody know? What are one of the things that we always used to say? Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there for you. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Nobody came up with it. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, buy the rumor, sell the news. What's the other one? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Let me see something. It's just another one says the same thing. Oh, and I lost you guys. Wow. Hold on. I lost you for a second there. Sorry about that. Wasn't me. I don't know why. I wasn't touching anything. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay? Those are the things we used to put up there for you to let you know. The minute the rumor comes up, the freaking thing comes out. Then when the news comes out about the rumor, it comes out. We sell it. All right? So just some of the things that we learned in our past that we used to utilize. Now look at this. Everything went up, and now everything's coming right back down again. And here we are at 1 o'clock, and we're headed back down again. Yet we still have positive day on the Dow. Okay, your S&Ps are down, but it's like nothing. And we've been around $6-7 all day. Nvidia is the one who's pulling it down pretty much because it's the worst stock of them all for the day. All right, at 2.6%. All right, and then Google and Meta, pretty bad, over 2%. Anytime you get over 2% down for stock, it's going to drag the S&Ps down with it. Okay. Anybody have any questions? We're starting to pull back a little here. You see, I can pull the bottom here. Wrong button. Wrong button. Let's see. Give us 35. Give us 45. There you go. 466.45. Might be 40. It's starting to come down. We may start coming down here now. So let's keep an eye on what's going on. It comes down, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up. Let's see if that's what's happening here. And this will definitely be below, let's say 241.25 here. We want to be between the 13 exponential and the VWAP. All right. And if you do that, you got, let's say 241. That would make this 240. Let's see what we brought it to. Look at that, 240.20. It's close. 240.20. And that means this is 240.25. See, here we go. We're 240.25. I can see that is my support. That's going to make this 241.50. Wherever it lands, that's what it is. Okay? Might be right on the VWAP for all I know. Right above the VWAP. Just slightly above. I still think it would be slightly below, but we'll see. Time's going to tell. It's only 5 cents here, give or take. All right? I don't want to leave both these up here. Crowd's my board. Crowd's my board. All right. Top's okay. Bottom's okay. I'm still hungry and my back's killing me. That's it right there. So let's say right now we're hitting about 466. here. That puts it at 468 here. Right there, 468. Boom, boom. Should be right above the 13 exponential somewhere, which it is. Okay. Here. And then here. And I only put that before to show you when we hit that other one because I wasn't there at the moment. I can do that too. I mean, I can make all these pretty pictures. I can give you Fibonacci. You know, anybody know how to do Fibonacci? We can go in and say, okay, let's see. Let's take this. That's not that one. Let's take this here and put us on about a 5-minute so we can really get to see the whole page. That might be too much. Let's go for 3-minute. Okay. And let's make it bigger. Watch this. I'll show you how you do Fibonacci. All right, let's bring this down. Now, NVIDIA, I have to know the high of the day and the low of the day. All right, so what I'm going to do, and we're going down or up. We're going down. So we're going to go the other way. Let's say we got 481.10. I go down here. I put it this. Boom. I'm going to go to the bottom of my day, which is 465.50. 465. Let's see if I can get how close. Oh, I had it. Bingo. Oh, I missed it. Oh, come on. This damn mouse. There we go. 465.50. And let's bring it up to 481.10. So here's 481. 481. Come on. Let's do this here. If I do that and I edit it and I take the top one, where is it? 480. What did I say? 481.10. The value. Beginning endpoint. 481. Let's see. This will work. 10. Oh shoot. Look at that. That would have ruined everything. 481 and 10. Never done it this way before. Say okay. Yeah, there you go. 481.10. And the bottom, I think we got that correct. Then we're going to put it to the left. I hate that color. Extend to the left. All right. So, and this is 100% here on the bottom. All right. So what we're saying is right now, 100% here. Really, we needed it the other way. We need it the other way. But I can extend this down. There is a one for 120 in here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Let's take this off for a second. See if I'm right. There it is. See, that's what I'm looking for. So I take between that and that. So I add. What I'll do now is I'll go 455.86. So I'll add 455.86 plus. I'm going to add the other one. Can anybody see it? It says 400 and let me take off my support here. I can't see if the support's blocking me. Activate it. Let's just move it out of the way. There. 465. Oh, it would be the, what do you call it? The 465.50. So plus 465.50 equals, divide that by 2 will give me my average of 460.68. Okay. So 460.68, I can go in here now, right? And I can go right over here and go, what did I say? 460.68? That can't be. Something's wrong. Where are we at now? 465. It would be between the 465 and the 450. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going down. 460.68. That's right. Okay. So right here will give us the middle. 460 right there. And let's open this up and edit it. And let's just call this the middle. MIDDLA. And I'm going to put 460.68. 68. And let's just make it green. All right. And another crazy line dash. All right. There we go. And let's get rid of this now. I don't need this anymore. I want to get rid of the Fibonacci. Remove the drawing. Okay. Oh, there was 2 of them here. Must have hit it twice. Remove drawing. There you go. 460.68. Let's go back to here. And we lowered our target to put it out of the way before. Not the target, the support. So we're going to edit our support back down to 465. 465 and let's say 55. I think that's about what we had it. That's about right. So I know if this keeps dropping, all right, if this keeps dropping down, and I can see that right there. That's my target. My target at this point, right, for right now, is 465, which we haven't hit yet. Between there, if it continues dropping, I can say one of my endpoints now is going to be about 460.85. Could be my end of day. All right. And I got that because it was in between, and usually it works out. I'll leave it there, and I'm just going to put here, and let's see, as long as we continue down, middle, end of day, that's where I think we're going to end up somewhere towards, and I'll just come here and make it 75 to give it a step. All right, right about there. And let's see if I'm right and we end up somewhere in that direction later on. But that's only if we continue down. That's where we're going to end up, which is 460.75 or 460. You understand? Does that make sense to anybody? And I've done this so many times where I've done that and taken that outside number, taken where we're at, hit the middle, add the two together, divide by 2, and I've hit that number so many times. It would have worked right here. Look at this. Look what's happening here. So if I hit my middle number and gave you an in between here and here, it would have given me right about here. Okay? There was my lower target. There's where our support was. If we continue down, there's another step. 239.50 right there. We didn't hit it yet. We hit 239.56 and it sprung back up. I would have said 239.50 and I would have been within 6 cents. You understand? And that's how I do this sometimes. How do I, just from doing this over and over and over to figure out if I'm right or in the right direction. I just take 2 points, add them together, divide it by 2, and get a middle. And that middle is going to give me some sort of a next step. We can always say we're going 25, 50, 75, a dollar. 25, 50, and whenever you get over $10, everything is 25, 50, 75, a dollar. Or depending on certain stocks, to run 33, 66, 99. You have 1/3. They'll run that way also. It's different stocks, like Nvidia could be a stock like that because of the way it moves. See what's happening here? I would have been past my middle already. There it is. So I would have hit my 239.50. That would have been the middle before of where my support was to where my lower target was. All right. I don't know if this makes sense to any of you. If you're new, it probably doesn't, but stick with it, okay? Because eventually a lot of this is going to make sense. And let's put this at 50 right now. Since we hit a tip at 50, 50 is going to be my support, 239.50, and that's going to be 240.75. And we've already come down 75 cents. All right, and you'll see, and there's my $1.25 there. And as this comes down, this will come down, and eventually, I think we're even further than that, because from before, come on. All right, let's bring that down to 50. Let's bring this down to 50. That would bring it to 239.25, which is lower than where we're at. But if you look over here, right over there, there's your 239. That's 39. I got 40. All right. So let's put this down to 239. Let's go to 35 right now. I think it's 25. But let's just go here and let's see if our next step goes. You see, right on. It's right on the number. And that's where I think we're going to end up, and then here. And then the same thing will happen here. We just tipped on right there with 2 pennies off on this one. Oh, no, we didn't make it. Nvidia always looks like a lot. It's a lot more than it really looks. So you really can't tell. That's why I put $2 in there. So 465.27. All right, what do we get here? That's all low. Then this is at 465. This here, there it is. There it is. There's your hit. It's coming right now. And that's going to put this at 25. That's where it would have been before this drop, 25. And then this would have been here at, what did I have? 464, 466. Let's just say 466. It's in 25 cents. It really needs to be above the 13 exponential. But we will be now, because watch, the exponential is going to drop in a second. There we go. 466, 466.45 would give us 464. We pretty much hit it. This one here is the 65. We've already hit the 65. That was 65. So I hit my target. I hit my lower target. All right. And now my lower target's going to be 464. That's my next. If we come back, we see how fast we came back up, and now we're at 465.20. So where does that put us? 465. And the other one's a 466. It should be lower. 466.45 is 465.25. I think it's lower. And we're dropping. We're still dropping. But remember before when I added those two together and I got that middle section, was that this here? 4060. But you can see what's happening and how we're dropping and how we figure out how we get to those points. Okay? So like right now, we went back up to 465. We're holding at 465. Let's just even, it is even out. I'm going to go down even a little lower, 464.75. Okay, 464.75. This should be 50, 464. It looks so different when it comes to, that was 22. Our next step down would be 464. And if here we're at 464.75, says that's 466.75. Should be approximately 466.75 would be like this here. Unless our real support was right there at 464.20. And in that case, 466.20. See, I don't think so. I don't think so. Where's 50? 55. Let's see. Let's see. Let's back it back down. 55. Let's see where it puts me. I want to be, I gotta be right at the 13 exponential. And this would be 55. Okay. So you can, if you can get one, you can back it off to the other. Right there. It looks good too. And look at where the green just started. Right there. There's my support. 460, 450, 55. You don't have to be exact. It does not have to be right on. You want to get some sort of a general idea so you know which way it's going and where you're at. Okay? I'm just doing the top ones. AMD's now got 323.25 support. 323.25 support, which gives me 324.25. 324. That just came down about 45 cents. 25. About 40 cents. Yep. Okay, let's move that over there. AMD really hasn't been doing much except coming down with the rest of the stocks. This one here hasn't moved much at all. Let's say 450. Wow. 454 resistance right there. That's going to put us here at about 453. Let's go 25 and just do 75 cents. See, it's right on. It's right on here. It's no good. That's my lower target. My lower target now has come up is 45. And my support is now about here. 65. Perfect. 453.65 and 454.65. What are we at? 65. It's a little too high. It's not working out. I tried to back it off, but it didn't work out. So right now, where's our resistance? Resistance is a 454, let's say 15. We're trying to push, but will it? All right, it tried before, and what did it do? It came back down, created a lower low. 454.15 and 453.15. 53. It's just too low. It's just too low. You don't have that dollar. Sometimes you want to put it in what you work with all the time, and it doesn't always work. It changes until it catches up. When it catches up, it's like gears, you know, like when you see a truck or something, and it's got those gears going, and you go into another gear, and it goes until it winds back down, and then it comes together, and then you got to find, you know, what's that term? Fine timed operating machine. And that's what's happening here. So like you see, there's your double top right there. So I was right. It's about 454.15. Usually I put $1, which would put me in at 13, but that won't work. I can go 60. I can go down a little bit, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I still think my lower target is here at this point. It's going to be, even though our low was 443, 453.58, I'm looking at this now and it shows me 453.46, which would be 45. Let's see. What do we got? 45. It's exactly what it is. All right. Firefox. Protection alert. You are protected. Okay. We're good. We're good on the top. Yeah, just to show you, here's our top. And here's our bottom. It's AMD. That was the top for the other stocks. Doesn't look right on. There you go. So I kept the 119.65, 119.75. I just brought it up a little bit. And then the top here, which was 120.75. That's why I did it, to keep my dollar. Should be, yeah, dollar. And it worked out. We're in the middle of a channel. You don't want to do anything when you're in the middle of a channel, because what you're doing is you're going, well, which way is it going to go? Is it going to go up or down? I don't know. It's in the middle of a channel. So whatever I think it's going to go, if I'm a good guesser, like there's a lot of people very lucky out there, then make sure you keep a tight stop loss in case it doesn't go the right direction on you, or it flips back, or if it starts up with a fake out breakout and then comes back down the other way. At least you'll get pulled out and take a very short loss. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to reduce your risk. You always have to think about stock trading as, how do I reduce my risk? Not how I make a fortune of money. That will come if you learn how to reduce your risk. Okay? Because eventually, if you start guessing the wrong way, do you ever have a bad week where everything you did, you just guessed and you guessed and you guessed and you were wrong and you were wrong? It's like, what are they? Somebody watching me on the other side? It's like I go up, they go down. I go down, they go up. I can't win. You ever feel that way? Come on, somebody, raise your hand. I see you. I see you. Wow, I never thought you were that way. No joking aside. I mean, we all have had those weeks where we just feel like whatever I do, it just happens the opposite way. It does, but it's not that. What's happening is you're off key. You're not in sync. Okay, and when you're not in sync, there's reasons that you're not in sync. You had a fight with your wife last night. It's in the back of your head. You got a money problem crunch right now. Let me put this back to 1 minute. You got money problems right now. Okay, unfortunately, there's a lot going on in the back of your head, so you're not making the best decisions. Okay. You just came off of, you got COVID 3 days ago, or you got the flu or the chicken pox, or your kid's really sick, kid's in the hospital, somebody got hurt, the car got wrecked. Your mind is not in sync, okay? If you're not in sync, your trading will not be either. Don't think that there isn't books that have been written about trading. It's called the psychology of stock trading, okay? And you have to realize and be aware of these situations and know when to, like they say, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You need to know when to stay in the game and when to get out and stay out of the game until you're in sync, okay? So you can walk out and say, I got a friend, every time he calls me, he goes, I'm so depressed. I took a quarter of a Klonopin. I really don't want to take those things anymore. I go, listen, you take them if you need them. You just don't abuse them. As long as you can keep getting them from your doctor and he feels that you need them, then take them when you need them. If they balance you out and they put you in sync, then don't worry about whether you take the pill or you don't take the pill. Worry about that you always have enough to take them when you need them. And if you take them as prescribed, you won't need more, and you sometimes end up with more than you need. So the fact is, we take things because some of us are just fucked up and we're chemically off balance. Not me, but a lot of you are. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. I am just not one of those people. I'm like Deck. I'm always happy no matter what's going on. I might get intense for the moment, okay? Like yesterday, because I just found out there was a $50,000 lien on a house that I thought I was closing on Monday. So the guy writes me this morning. I knew it was coming. And he writes me here. He goes, I'm assuming your other title company never informed you about this. This is the reason why. The deal breaker, because title will not issue a policy. Okay, but the title will issue a policy. But the fact is, only if you accept what's on the other end. But I don't expect them to. I disclosed 2 of the liens and didn't know there was a third. Ended up there was a freaking tree that got removed without a permit, and they hit us for $100 a day until we got the permit and closed it. It's so ridiculous. $50,000 over a freaking tree. There should be laws against this, or a maximum. This is just BS. It really is. So I'm a little off balance. I really don't want to trade right now when I'm feeling like this. But it doesn't mean I can't continue to teach you and to show you what's right with you. I can help you to become the best trader that you can possibly be. Okay? And only you can do it. I can't have your confidence. You can't have my confidence. You can't have Deck's confidence. You have to have your own confidence in doing what you're doing and believing. But if you don't know what you're doing, then take a step back. Don't sit here and worry about FOMO. You know what FOMO is? The fear of missing out. There's always another deal. Who knew we'd wake up this morning and some stock would be running $1 at a time, $6, $7, $8 up? It's going to happen over and over again. It used to happen more and more, but since COVID, a lot of things have changed. After COVID, a lot of things have changed, and the markets are doing weird things. Okay, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because the truth is, when you worry about anything, you're not going to do well at it. That's the truth. You cannot worry. If you're a worry wart, you need to chill out. You need to take a walk. If you start trading and all of a sudden you start losing one, you lose a second one, don't try to catch up and do revenge trading. Get up out of your seat, excuse yourself, and go for a walk. Take a quarter of a mile walk and breathe and get some oxygen, okay? And then bring it back and then sit down, and then just don't jump in because you see everything's happening. Don't jump in. Wait until you feel in sync with the algorithm and you are part of that algorithm. Like here, look at this. Look, I put it all the way down low here and I was patient. Look what just happened. Is that a hit? Yes or no? Is that a hit? 44. Bingo. Okay, so why am I able to keep calling these things? And here's another one. Bingo. And I told you the next one after would be right there at 238.50. And bingo, there it is. So there's a double. I called that one and I called this one. I went in between. The only one that hasn't dropped so far is this one. Now, that's my end of the day. If you remember, I put that there, end of the day, EOD. But look at this one right here, right there. 464. We're within 22 cents. So far, I have hit every single alert that I have given you all day. But why? I've got 27 people in here. And then I go look at, no offense, I look at J Trades, and he's got 62 people in there right now, or 57, and I guarantee he hasn't given you one alert. That's not what he does, okay? Okay, until you finally realize what's really going on, I really don't care. This is not a race game for me. He just started doing this, so he's new. It's exciting. He's got that hick sound from Louisiana. I see Lieutenant Dang right there on that shrimp boat going round and around. He was there, I'm telling you. Lieutenant Dang. Okay, anyway, he used to play in that FBI show. Lieutenant Dang was that cop, played the FBI guy, whatever it was. Super cop. All right, so we hit here. We hit. I'm not taking it away. We'll hit it again. And that's going to bring me down here. In fact, I'm going to take this away for right now. Or just, I want to put it out of the way. I can always put another one there. So let's take this now and say we're at 453 and 50 cents is our support. Let's say 453.50. I gotta say, if we're gonna hit and continue down, then the truth is I should have taken it out of there. We're probably gonna hit 453 today sometime. Let's even go right there. Let's go here, edit this. Let's go 453.25 for the next level down, and that's gonna be a lower target. As long as we continue in the mode that we're going, this is what's gonna happen. All right. We can take it one step at a time, or I could say, yeah, I think we're going to hit 453. Look at that. We hit a low of 34. All right. Show this on the right. That's my lower target. Bingo. All right. And that's my lower target. And just put it to the left. I mean, it's that simple to put them in. I don't really need them for myself. I don't do this for me. I do this for you. If I'm doing my trades, I don't need to put that stuff in. I don't even need trend lines. I can look at it and I know exactly what's happening. All I need to know is my high and low of the day. There's my low. I know my high was way different than this. There, look up there. So that tells me what? I have a descending day. I'm a descending triangle. On the bottom part here, we've been what's that word? Oh my God, consolidating for a period of time in between here. That was a period of consolidation. Oh yeah, I can do like Jay does. You want me to go do that and show you how pretty that looks? I can go from here and then put it to here, and then let's do this. Is that what you want me to do? And then here's my point of consol. So it looks like I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I can make all these pretty pictures, or do I have to cloud that up for you? I don't really need to do that. I can tell you from here to here, and usually I could have a bar from here, right there, and then from here to here to here, and I'll show you each channel. This is one channel. We got one channel, about two channels, and starting a third between here and here is a third channel, and those are our channels, and that's how I can tell the consolidation, how long it sits inside that channel. All right, I only draw these pretty pictures for you. I try not to put too much on the board because the more I put on, the more confusing it gets to the newcomer who gets totally lost and doesn't know what the heck's going on. And I try to keep it as simple as possible. Let's bring this back down. See, the channel's getting tighter. I go check it. I see 454.02. I know it's 454, 453.9. That's my resistance point. And then usually I have $1, but I don't think we have it. So we got 50 cents right now. And then here, this is still my next point right there, which is 453.42. We already have a low 34, so it's got to be around 25 or 30 cents. I could make it 30, make myself look better, you know. I made it 25, but really, what's the next step? We're going to have a new high, low of the day, make it 30. All right, 4 cents. What did I just do? It's 453 and 30 cents. I wonder how that happened. And 30 cents right there. So, oh, that's my resistance. How did I get that? Wait a second. Let's cross that out. I was talking here. Here we go. Should be lower target. There you go. Oh, it hit it. It did take it. All right, so there's my 30. So I'll be right below there. It'll be a new low of the day. All right, I kept it close. It looks me look better. But truthfully, we're headed for 453. Eventually, that's where we might be. And just because we came back up to 454, how many times have we done that? Went up, came all the ways down. Went all the ways up, came all the ways down. Went all the ways up, came all the ways down. Going up, but this time less. So what's happening? We're building lower highs. Lower highs. And if we start doing lower highs, we're going to start doing lower lows. All right. And I can bring my trend lines on the inside and the outside, and I can show you all that. All right. I want to keep it simple as possible. And there we go. Another one on Tesla. All right. So Tesla, the next one, let's see. Let's bring it down to, we have 238.51. All I got to do is really where it's going to go would be 238.50. It just missed it by 1 penny before, but that is the next step. Is that 50? Probably 45. You know I love that 45. All right. So take this down here to 239, and let's say 20 cents. Let's say even 15 cents. For here, boom. Actually, I think it's even lower. It's even lower. Let's see what we got. 238.82. 238.82. Let's say 238.85. 8. Let's say 238.75. Let's say that's our support. Then we know that 238.75, 239, 240. Take it down 50 cents. Bam, like that. And that should work out. And you can see this 1, 2, 3 triple top and one over there. Okay? So you can see, and there's our channel. And there's our direction of going. And probably if it drops to that point, we're going to see 238. We're going to see 453. We're going to see 464, maybe even less. All right, because here we have 461. That's not that far away when it comes to NVIDIA. I told you 460, 450, 235. All right, and that's where we're headed. We could wake up and see that tomorrow. Or like this morning, it was all the ways up to bring it all the ways back down. That's why when it hit early in the pre-market, it shows us for the day because it's more than yesterday's close, and that gives you for the day after 4 o'clock in the morning. And there are some brokers here. You can start trading. So if you go look, let's take a look at NVIDIA. I keep my my pre-market. All right, open, and let's take this. Let me get rid of this circle here. If I can go to 4 o'clock in the morning, where are we? There's 7, 5, 4, right there. See it? 401. And you can see what happens. People wake up. The market's on. There wasn't that much traffic, but it went up. It went up from 481 all the ways to 483. So there was $2 in there. Okay. But here, you see how sporadic it is? You see how that means somebody's watching what you're doing. So you got to be careful. If you come in, you got to come in with small amounts. If you come in large, they're going to clobber you to go the other way. All right. So even here, see, you're up 483.50. You've been up $2 since you woke up. Then you hit that high here at 8 o'clock. Well, here we're 7. That's 8 here, 7:13. You see, it's 7 o'clock. It always goes up just slightly, and then it goes down. And you'll see if you watch it. And then after that, it was all, I'm taking my profits, I'm taking huge profits. You see that? So those people who got in there at 4 o'clock in the morning and they were patient, they made a fortune. And they probably even got into some of those other stocks because some of these people are so good, they trade 8 to 10 stocks at a time. I can't do it. I've tried. I can do 2. I can do 2. I'm up to 2. I can't do more than that. I'm older, so it's harder. You know, I'm also more conservative, so I don't take that many chances, and that's why, you know, my trading would be different than yours. I'm an eagle sniper. Okay, I get in, I grab my money and get out. I grab my money, I get out. Sometimes when it's going, I try to be a little bit more patient. Then I got to go to a 5-minute. But you need a big account to trade on 5 minutes. Or you can get real hurt if it goes the other way. You're going to get scared, like when this happens here. Like just right here. This comes down, and then boom. You are on 5 minutes, you wouldn't see any of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you get there, unless you were watching this, and you're probably watching this, you won't see all this. And you'll be going, if you're going down, you get clobbered. That's why I don't like 5 minutes at a time. If you have a very large account and you're looking in the long run, end of the day type of thing, these are the people who make money. They don't just trade. They're not what do you call that? ODTEs. They do it, but they're doing a lot of long term too. They're also doing vertical spreads and they're doing condors and they're doing different stuff that they make less money, but it gives them more of a chance of winning every time something. Not as much. What we do here with ODTEs is the max you can make in options, no matter how you slice it, any way, shape, or form. It's the max. Let me see what this is. This is my wife. Give me 1 second. My wife just said she saw 5 missed calls from me while we're sitting here talking over the last hour. I haven't made 1 phone call today. I got 1 phone call from my doctor's office, if you remember earlier. I haven't made 1 call. That's pretty strange, isn't it? Does that mean we're being watched by the feds and they're up to something? It says it came from here, and I didn't make 1 call. I've been on with you guys since 9 o'clock this morning. And I took a little off for lunch. I just walked around. I made a package to go out. That's all I did. I made that package from that sale. And I took a little time to just stand up and walk around. That's really weird, isn't it? Anybody have any thoughts on that? I'm changing my party to no party. I'm going to go independent. I can't even afford to be what I am and be proud of it because they're out to get us. They really are. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. Maybe they're bugging our phones. Don't know. I don't know. Somebody's up to something. That's just too weird for me. Let me take off this. I'm going to put a VPN on my phone right now. Put my VPN up. That's it. I don't trust anybody anymore. I don't trust you guys either. You're up to something. One of you did this. Here we go. Oh, attention security. Scan now. Something going on. Wow. Then I'll put my VPN on. I do have VPNs, but when I put my VPNs on my computers, I can't get into TradeCaster and some other places like Thinkorswim. It doesn't recognize, so I can't get in. It take a little time. That's really weird. Some issues. That's really weird. She got like 5 calls from me, and I didn't call. People can do that today. They can make like they're calling from the number that you're at, and there are apps that allow you to do that. It's too much AI today. It was nice when when life was simple. Now, is anybody in here listening to anything? Because the last person who said anything here was at 128. It was from Grambo, who said I gave some good advice. Grambo, are you listening right now? Huh? Raise your hand. You listening? All right. So we hit everyone so far. I've hit every single alert so far today, and we're close on some others. These are just new ones. All right. This alert here really would be right there. Would be 253.40, but we're right here, and it'd have to be a 25. Something went wrong. That's weird. Let's close the phone. Let's close the messages. Let's close all. Says something went wrong. I want my VPN. Let's see. Norton clean. Let's do a clean job first. I don't know what's going on. He's listening. Let's clean the junk up. Try Norton Secure VPN. I have it. All right, clean streak. 23 items came out. Ella Health. Clean it up. Good. No junk files. Manage apps. Let's see. Something open? Like getting hacked? I've been hit before. Manage app, secure Wi-Fi. Secure Wi-Fi. Install. Let's secure it. I have Norton. I paid for it. Try not now. Okay, come on. So secure the Wi-Fi proxy. They're gonna get off of there. All right. Wait, nothing's happening right now. Let's bring this down a little bit right here. Okay, I can open the VPN. Something's going on. 466.16. 466.20. Let's say 20. I agree. Agree terms. Let's go. Start your trial. Oh, 7-day. Look at that. I already have a subscription. You have a Norton account? Yes. What's wrong with you people? I don't want to do this right now. I just want to put my VPN on. There we go. Let's put it on. VPN off. Here we go. VPN. I'll make them think I'm in Canada. Let's change the region. Let's change the region to Australia. Where should I be? Where's a good place? Germany, Hong Kong. Let's put myself in Canada. There you go. Canada, current region, Canada. VP is connecting. I just put myself in Canada. Oh my God, how did this guy get out of the country so fast? You're connected via Canada. There you go. Anybody watching me now thinks I'm in Canada. Let's go back to my secure. Scan now. Try it again. Now with the VPN, I might have a better chance. All right. All that nonsense. Here, look at this. Another hit. Here's the last hit. Right there. Okay. You just hit it 50 right on the nose. And the next one, I say, we're still going down. Let's see. 50 is going to be 25. It'll be the next one down. Remember, steps. All right. And then we're going to bring this down. We're almost there. Right there, which is how much? Let's go to 45. 35. We're going to be at 25. Let's just say, you know what? I'm going to take this. I'm going to just do this one here. And let's edit this down. I still think the 25 is good. And then where are we holding? Holding at 35. Edit. Right there. 35. With a new direction of 25. We hit every one so far. This is amazing. Every one I've set out today has hit. If you followed all my puts or calls or whatever, you would have made money. When I'm wrong, when I'm off, I'm usually off by 10, 12 cents. And you still had enough time in that direction. Let's put this at 466. And this here at 460. Let's make it 464.50. It's only $1.50. Let's see. Put it down. 35. I think it's too low. Let's say 35. 35. There you go. And that's the last one here, which is what? 464. What's my low? 22. 464. Really, it would be 464. Let's say in 15 cents. I just want to see it hit. Then I'm done. Yeah. You've already hit the 34. It has to be, I went 30 just to be a few pennies under. Same thing with this one. It had to be 20. And that's it. And I'm done. My back is hurting. I can't do much more. I can't sit anymore. I'm hurting. I pulled something the other day. I knew it the minute I did it. I went, oh my God. Wow. Gotta be careful. You get older, man. You gotta be careful. You're out of shape. All right. There we go. All set on the top, all set on the bottom. 10, 29, 11, 12, 1. He's at 3 hours. Okay. What's going on over there on YouTube? These people still hanging out? I lost them. I forgot when I did the next one. I don't know if I opened it or not because it's not open now. Let's see. There's 2 people. Yeah, that's the new one. Just a shout out. There's 10 people watching YouTube. Just about 10 people in there. YouTube surpassed. I got 811 subscribers there. And this one here, I only got 745. I don't know. Can't get it up. Ooh, that sounds like a personal problem. No, I can't get it up, the numbers. You know what I mean? I can still get it up. All right. Goodbye, Jay. Let's see. You say goodbye to Jay? Let's see what he's talking about now.
I'm a monster type person. I like to go for big moves.
Big.
Especially when you're under the PDT. So you wanna try to make your profits as high as possible. That's why I try to go for bigger moves.
I want to see one P&L. That's it. One P&L. Has he shown anybody watch him? Seen any P&Ls so far? AK-47, any P&Ls? Now, Deck shows his P&Ls. He does. He shows his P&Ls. I used to show my P&Ls. I would bring up my monitor sheet. If you go up, when you're trading, you can go up to the top of your page. It says monitor, and it brings up a big red page. And it shows everything you've done for the day. Mine's going to be empty. I didn't trade today. I got too much going on, and I know better. And then yesterday, when I got hit with that would have sunk me. But I can still stay straight for you. You know what? If I stay sharp for you, but it's hard for me to trade at the same time. So what I do, and I have traded many times with the room at the same time. If I start trading right now, I put money in the account, I start trading again, this room will fill up. I'll have 100, 150 people. Because everybody wants to follow you. They want to do exactly what you're doing. Okay? And that's not a cool thing. Look at this. Look at this right here, folks. Right there. What do we got? 238.25. There's another hit right there. Okay? I'm taking this away, and I'm just going to tell you that the next hit down, all right, let's remove, activate, duplicate, remove, lower target. Okay, I took it away. But your next lower target is 238, all right? 238.25, which we already just hit just now, and 238 would be the next one, all right? So right now we know we've got, what have we got in here? There's your 35 still. Let's make this 25 because we already just hit it, and then that's 25 there is 239 and 25. Actually, it's a little higher than we're at now, so I'm just going to leave it where it's at. We've hit every one, every single one. I'm going to leave this for tomorrow just to see what happens. See if that worked. It's got to be close. 460.75. Remember, I took the Fibonacci is what I did. The Fibonacci where it was, where we were at the moment, added the two together, and I came up with this. And I'll tell you why I don't think I'm that far off, because usually this would be I would tell you this, 461.65. But with that, I came up with 460.80. It's only about 70 cents difference, but it can very well happen as long as we continue down. Can you all see that? It's not that far off, but we're dropping. We're getting redder, and NVIDIA is getting worse. Tesla's getting worse. Okay. What do we got in here? 720. I had enough. It's 1:55. I think I'm going to call it today at 2 o'clock. I only took a little bit of time off earlier, and I've been around since 9 o'clock this morning. I mean, I've been around since 8:30, but I've been live since my live stream's been up since 9. I've been live since about 9:30, 12:30, 1:30. It's over 4 hours at this point. So that's a lot, especially when I only get paid for a lot less than that. Anyway. And I got decked for holidays. Imagine that. Unbelievable. You ever work a job and they pay you a certain amount every week, and then the holidays come? Do you get decked for holidays? Or a good boss always pays you for the holidays? I don't get it. The more some people make, the less you're going to get. You know what? They get that way. I don't get it. Live and let live. That's my motto. All right. What do we got here? Let's put this to 35. Let's see. 30. 30, 436, 30. And we got 22 here, and I had 15 here. I'm going to remove this now so it's not there tomorrow. The only one I'm going to leave is, I know we're going to hit it anyway eventually. Just anything above 464, if it hits, I hit it. And this one here is got to be, I only put it there, so it would be just lower than that one. The SPY. If the SPY drops, it's going to hit it. Then it will be a hit on every single one to this day. We got two more. The EOD is not a hit. I'm not looking for the hit. I'm just looking to see how well that works. Okay, and you'll see tomorrow morning when you wake up if you did it overnight, and to see if I'm right. And that's it. 1:57 in the afternoon. As Grambo would tell you, I am the active trader, and this is my world. And I'm so glad that you guys came into it today. I hope that you'll learn something you can utilize in the rest of your trading days. I know it's worked for me, and it'll continue to work for you because I know it's worked for a lot of others. And I know people that came here that couldn't trade, and I mentored them. I did one-on-one with them. And to this day, you don't hear them anymore because they're too busy making $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 per day off the stuff that I taught them, Deck taught them, and AK-47. You know, Kush is fun to watch. I can't understand them all the time. You know, I'm doing options the longest in TradeCaster. I was the first one within a year of anybody else coming in and doing options up here. So when I started doing it, nobody was doing it. You just gotten tired of me because I'm old. I get it. If I grew more hair, you'd treat me differently. I understand. I can't even get half of you to talk to me anymore, which sucks. I'm all alone talking to myself. And a cat that usually looks at me goes, what the hell's wrong with this guy? And I'm following him around the house. It's only because I want to get fed. but she kisses me up and still loves me just the same because I talk to her the same way. I'm patient as I got a big loss today. I need to make it back. I am patient as I got a big loss today. Let's put something up for this guy. Maybe he'll understand what Warren had to say. Warren Buffett says, I sent it right to the guy. The stock market is a device for transferring money from impatient people to the patient people. So learn to be patient. If you're like me and you got Spilkus, some of you know what that means. Trigger warning to AI investors. NVIDIA has a long way to go down. I'm going to give it straight. I'm going to back up everything I say. AI is more than the trend of the year. I agree. Tesla was the trend as of EV to change the world. mRNA was the trend for the vaccine. Riot, crypto, and Riot and Myrna, two biggest crypto stocks. I used to trade both of them. Play like it was a game. I used to play those games. I don't play those games anymore. Anyway, 2:00. I think I'm gonna call it. Rambo, did you see Charlie Munger died? No, but I saw that Kissinger died at 100. And about 4 weeks ago, he did an interview that he was 10 times sharper than even Trump. He was so together in his mind. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Charlie Munger. Was that from, to see something? Charlie Munger. Don't tell me. Charlie Munger. Oh, Berkshire Hathaway. I didn't even realize that's where he was from. You know, I used to love listening to, I mentioned Warren Buffett. So, yeah, at the end of their quarters, every quarter, Warren Buffett speaks. And I used to listen to that stuff because, when they get through all the financial stuff, there's always something, right, correct. But Warren Buffett used to talk a lot. And he would always mention stuff like those, like that, things that he would say. It's just so deep that if you listen for an hour, and you can go back and listen to the old ones, it's worth listening. The fact of the brilliance of the man, how he thinks, what he has to say. And Berkshire Hathaway has many, many different types of stocks, but their most expensive stock, I think, is the most expensive stock there is. Oh, look at that. SPY did a push here. We got a little push here. Let's say 450, 420 now. 455, 450, 420 on the resistance. It didn't get that high. It was a little lower. We're gonna leave it there. I think it's gonna push to there. 450, 420. 54.20. It's not even $1. Look at that. Not even $1. 54.20. That's why it looks like that. I'm gonna take care of this one too and knock it out. If it hits, it hits. So bingo. Like I said, I hit everyone except for that one. All the rest are gone. All the rest were pretty close, within a pennies. Mm-hmm. All right. And we're getting a little bit, don't worry about it. We're just getting a little bit of a bounce here, but it doesn't mean anything's really happening. With that, I'm going to call it today, guys. I'm tired. I got to get up and walk. I'm in a little bit of pain. So thank you all. Have a great rest of your day, as I always say. And I will not be seeing you guys tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment in Boca Raton. And my wife's going to be around tomorrow, so I think I'll spend a little time with her, and I'll go to the doctor, and that's it. Anybody who needs one-on-one, contact me on the side. I charge $50 an hour up until January 1st. That will be going up to about $65 an hour. All right, so you have until January. At the end of the year, we can take the time, or you can book it ahead. If you book it ahead, you get the price, $50 an hour. I got one other person so far that's booked out. He actually went through waiting because He went through some surgery for carpal tunnel, but I know he's going to book out about 2-3 hours. And I took care of a bunch of others last week and the week before. So anybody who's looking for one-on-one, really needs help, wants to really learn how to be the best trader. Sometimes you just need a little bit more help, and or maybe you need your chart set up properly as part of the deal. I do all that for you, or help you to get there. Or if you can do it yourself, I'll send you all the links for free and get you on the right path for having, let's say, a great 2024. Okay? I'm looking forward to it myself. All right. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all on Monday. All right? Take care. Be good. And best of all, be good to yourself. Bye.